first question is going to be, I think Intel isn't supporting USB 3.0 till 2011, and like Intel has put in a lot of work behind USB 3.0, and it's coming out. It's come out this month. So why is that?
Well, the thing is, by the way, we are supporting USB 3. We are the ones who sort of primary contributor to this spec. We are the primary drivers of the technology. So that is not true that we're not supporting it. Usually what happens is we have program cycles, right? So we try to align our CPU and the chipset development and everything else. So the product will be introduced along with our future launch. So it's not like we're not supporting it. We're just trying to align the technology better with what we have, because you know, it's one thing to build the hardware, but then you also need software and operating system support. So we're looking at this problem holistically.
Does it have anything to do with the release of Lightpeak?
No. Lightpeak is a future technology before USB 3. At CES, Paul Ortolini said that we support USB 3, but the future beyond USB 3 is really Lightpeak. So they are actually complementary technologies, not competing. It's not either or.
So you think USB has a potential to work in conjunction with Lightpeak?
Oh yes, absolutely. Because, the beauty of Lightpeak is that it can support any protocol.
Because there has been, misconception that it's going to eradicate all the connections and all the ports, and it will bring out.
That's the vision. That when it materializes, a technology like this can really simplify connection. Right? Won't it be nice if you had a plug that does? I mean, your power supply on a laptop does this, right?
Yes.
If you put it in 110, it works. If you put it in 240, it works. So ultimate vision is that, right? But USB has been around for a while. It'll be around for a while, a lot longer. So it's not either or, but it's just evolution of technology to solve the problem.
What do you think is a basic problem why there are too many variations of mini USB, micro USB, and not being universally accepted in portable devices, especially in mobile phones and VGAs?
It is changing. See, the different applications demand different form factors. So what you see on the B side, A side is a standard thing. What you see on the B side is the function specific. So from very beginning, we said that the computer side will be standard, the B side will be device dependent, right? So it is just to meet market needs that people have. If you have a very slim phone or a device, and the micro B didn't work, mini B didn't work, then you have the question that you asked me before, why Intel is taking time, because you're a big volume supplier. So you want to make sure everything is lined up. Microsoft is doing the same thing, and I can't speak for Microsoft, but it is my observation that anytime you come out with a new technology, it does take time. Yes, sir.
You saw Apple already.
Why universal serial bus? Why not global serial bus?
Oh, I tell you, you can blame me for that because I'm not that creative. It was the original spec. It was called serial bus, a generic name. And we said, well, it's likely to have universal appeal, so let's call it a universal. And it's stuck.
So far, USB has been a speak when spoken to sort of a protocol.
Yes.
Why have you changed? What factors probably?
Well, from the power, so when you have, let me back up a little. For the sake of simplicity, yours truly decided that we'll do a simple protocol where all the scheduling complexity is built in the computer, such that device is kept as simple as possible, right? So back in 1992, and we couldn't afford very expensive hardware, I made that executive decision to sort of keep it simple and do the pole-based approach. Well, in today's environment, on some of the portable devices, on mobile devices, this polling creates a lot of activity inside the machine, thereby it keeps the machine alive. So what you want is, you want much smarter scheduling. Also, nowadays with signaling, and new connector technology, we can put 4 wires, so we can now have sort of a dual simplex kind of stuff, so I can send a bunch of requests and out comes a bunch of data. And I can do the sort of the path-based routing such that rather than everybody listening, I can target the address of the device and keep the rest of the things quiet. So thereby I can save power. So we just did it for performance, for power, for efficiency reasons.
You helped build something which is now ubiquitous, for want of a better word. It's pretty much on every computer around. You've done your bachelor's in India, you've done your master's in the US, and there are thousands of people who are going to go along that path. Do you have any advice for them? As they want to do something along the lines of what you did, touch so many lives.
Be persistent and never take no as an answer. Like if you have a vision, you can't give up. There are a lot of people who said the USB was the dumbest idea. It will never work. But it is ubiquitous.
So, one last question. Would you like to have a coffee or something?
Now I'm fine.
Okay.
Water too.
We've been hearing about the wireless charging,
Yeah, I talked about it.
You talked about it.